At this point, there's not a whole lot that needs to be said about Red Dead Online cheating. Red Dead Online on PC is so great with the improved visuals, high frame rates, and more it offers over console, but the cheating issue has definitely been out of hand for the better part of its existence, and you've probably heard me bring this up several times over the course of the past 2 years, and I've tried to keep you in the loop with any developments in regards to what Rockstar is doing to alleviate these issues for players, and recently, Rockstar Games did take major action against the largest and most popular Red Dead Online cheat tool provider. This is the second time now, and we're here to talk about what's going on with all that in this video. We're going to talk a little bit about the most recent news in regards to cheating, what Rockstar has done this year, and at the current moment in time, what is still to come as Rockstar beefs up their back-end game security so that you won't be experiencing things like players crashing your game and also seeing your private information in the future. So, if you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on today's video, and if you would like to stay up to date and completely in the loop with Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So let's start off with what is happening right now. As of last week, RDO's most popular cheat service went offline for a second time in just over a month because of the tool being detected on Rockstar's end. This means anyone who uses the cheat during this time faces an all but guaranteed risk of being suspended or banned outright just by simply injecting it while the game is running. It doesn't matter if the person in question did absolutely nothing with the menu, and it doesn't matter if they completely refrained from using its features. When a cheat is detected in a specific game, the player is either banned or suspended on the spot as the system flags them down, or in Rockstar's case, because they don't do live bans personally for their online products, the account gets flagged, and later on down the line, whenever the developer seems content, then they'll clear out the list of flagged accounts. Now, we saw this at the end of April when the first major ban wave for users of this cheat tool went out, and that ban wave extended so far back in time that cheaters were reporting that they haven't played or used the menu in months, and Rockstar still suspended their account. And we talked about this at the time at the end of April because this was the first huge step that Rockstar took towards clearing up the cheating problem in Red Dead. Of course, we saw two infamous GTA Online cheat menus get taken down earlier this year as well, and one of the things I brought up in my previous cheater video from April was that I really hope that Rockstar stays on top of this in Red Dead Online as well. We had no idea if it was just going to be a one-time thing, or at least, a one-time thing for the time being, and then maybe after another major DLC update, Rockstar would come back and implement another ban wave when they wanted. But as the suspension period for accounts wore off and we got to the end of May, the cheating resumed as players, of course, had their suspensions lifted. The cheat provider still kept their service online for users, stating that it's still being live tested and at their own risk if they use it. But now a second ban wave has occurred, and this time it's a lot more serious as a lot of those recently unsuspended accounts had their second strike and were suspended again. And if you're unfamiliar with Rockstar's position on cheating and modding in their online games, they state that they have a zero tolerance policy for cheaters across their online products, and the first offense is a suspension that lasts for 30 days. When the account in question gets suspended, it's reset and all progress is wiped. But when the second offense occurs, then the account is just outright banned permanently from Rockstar's online games, and that's the end of it for that account. So because of this second ban wave that recently happened, lots of players need to make an entirely new account, or again, already have alt accounts ready to go when this sort of thing happens. And that's, of course, why you still may be running into cheaters in Red Dead, because the cheat is still active, although it's being live tested as it's still potentially detected by Rockstar, and it won't truly be safe for use. When the developers of the cheat tool can confirm on their test accounts the menu isn't detected, then people can use it without any risk. And of course, people that have alt accounts, they'll just switch to that now. So as always, it goes without saying that Rockstar will never truly get rid of every single cheater in their game, although this should still be a huge relief to all PC players, and it is good news overall for the company as we now see that they're taking this very seriously. Throughout my past videos tracking and covering this topic, there's been a lot of doubt from people who think Rockstar doesn't actually care. They're only interested in the illusion that they're taking action, but I have two arguments against that claim. For one, they would be interested in getting rid of cheating because these tools and menus allow players to spawn gold bars, which is the premium currency for that game. They can spawn it in for themselves or for other players, and all of that eats into Rockstar and Take-Two's bottom line. I think the leading cause of the sudden kick into action by Rockstar here is the fact that this has eaten into their bottom line so much that they can't ignore it anymore. No matter what way you look at it, every paid user for a Red Dead Online cheat menu is one less potential purchaser of gold bars in Red Dead, and and for Rockstar, that's completely unacceptable. And then I think the secondary and the tertiary factors here are one, bad press. Myself and other content creators have stayed on top of this issue for some time, and outside of the YouTube community, the pressure is kept up with on Twitter, Instagram, mainstream gaming news sites like Kotaku, Polygon, Games Radar, etc. And then lastly, I think this is a broader effort by Take-Two Interactive in securing their own IPs from malicious actors. In the past, we've seen them go after other modding groups who do single-player modding, and while that's totally different, the fact that they were taking that so seriously should have meant that they would have taken online modding seriously, as that's where the microtransaction money is, and now we're finally seeing that. So I am sure we will see some comments about how Rockstar won't do anything. The second ban wave is a prime example of Rockstar actually doing something, completely disproving what people would claim, as was the first ban wave, as Rockstar was taking down both Paragon and Luna cheats, which were insanely popular cheat menus for GTA Online as well. So overall, Rockstar has done what I would say is a pretty decent job of fighting off cheaters in their games in the year 2021. It can be a lot better, of course. For example, I would say having a live anti-cheat that actively seeks out cheat injections for their games, as well as having stricter measures overall for account bans like IP bans and hardware bans, so people who do get banned need to change their routers or switch out their PC parts like their motherboard if they want to keep using the same computer. But overall, it's a lot better than the absolutely nothing and no effort that we've seen from Rockstar in the past year from these same issues. So again, I'll go on record to say that I hope this type of approach continues and we only see more action by both Rockstar and of course Take-Two Interactive, so that these online games can continue to remain fun and also protected enough so that people don't feel like they have to use menus to gain any sort of advantage, or for the most part, protect their information, because who knows where that's going once it's already there. Rockstar sees all this stuff on their end because it's their game, but now modders are able to pull it up and they are able to display it with their menu, so who knows what they're doing with your information right then. But with all that said, I think that's all we have time for today. We're going to be wrapping things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on there. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.